So he may just get his wish, even though, at first they kind of came together and everything. Now the real coverts are coming out, and they're burning black churches, and it may just be a sect of those same people wanting to start a civil war, going around doing it. But at any rate, it's going on.
But you know what? When I first got down here to Atlanta, right? Mm-hmm. I have a daughter, and we were driving down the street, and we saw a guy in front of us with a Confederate flag on his car, and my daughter said, "Oh my gosh, Mom, that's scary."
Yeah.
And I asked her why, and she was like, "He don't like black people." And and being here I've been here 3 years, and I mean, I've seen a lot of things. I've seen some things that you just don't see in Chicago.
Right.
Okay, so to say the very least, everything across the Mason-Dixon line is different.
Yeah.
So I said to her, as an African American, I said to her, that doesn't necessarily mean that they don't like black people. They just may be anti-government. They may be anti-politics. They may be anti-law. These are the type of people that got guns and arsenals and teaching their kids how to shoot them.
Right.
Training them military style. So I'm kind of on the fence, and I'm not a coon or anything like that. I definitely support my people. I study Kemet. I study Africa. I study Egypt on a daily basis, to get to my roots of who I am. So I don't want anyone to ever think, Rod is a coon nigga. That's not true. But nevertheless, I have to look at everybody's point of view. Everyone has a point of view. There's some of my people that I don't like. There's some people on the other side I don't like. It's not about the color, it's about the behavior and the attitude. There's that type of, ignorance in every race. Right. So I think it's, I'm not, people saying, maybe we should fight black people just all they want to do is march spray and other people's revolutions that they want to fight. I don't know where we stand in this. I think that when you've been quiet for so long, 40 years after the movement in the 60s, it's like, you're kind of a pushover at this point. They'll just hit you, and you just keep praying on your knees, and, you don't do anything. I mean, they dismantled the Black Panther Party and everything else that came behind it. So, I mean, and then they put drugs into the neighborhoods and everything. So it's like, how much is enough? I don't know what the answer is. I really don't. But I don't know if sitting down doing nothing or going, full throttle into an out-and-out civil war, I don't know if there's the right answer to this. I don't think it exists.
I think that what we ought to realize is that there are powers that be outside of these very borders that are inside of these borders now that would love nothing more than to start a civil war, see us to go head up against each other and destroy our country from the inside out. And people got to be cognizant. Mm-hmm. They have to be very cognizant of that it's not just the domestic situation we're dealing with. We're dealing with foreign powers that would love nothing better than for the minorities to uprise against the powers that be and start a civil war and destroy this country. And you got to be very, very aware of that. The media manipulates, and you got to know who's controlling the media, the Rothschilds and all that. And that
exactly.
These Rothschilds have been behind every war since the 1800s, and they have funded both sides because war benefits them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, I was reading a couple months ago. I don't know if this made national news or not, because I like to be happy and I like to have fun, so I don't watch the news a lot. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If you want to be in a slump, it's kind of like that question: do you want to know when you're gonna die, or do you want to live life and enjoy it till it happens? And I finally know the answer to that for myself.
Right.
But I was just reading a couple months ago where David Rothschild is 100 years old and just received his 6th heart transplant.
Yeah, staying alive.
So the regular doctor, you'd be lucky to get 2.
Yeah.
But when you own half of the world's finances, you can afford to buy organs.
Yeah, and that's what he does.
And to me, for him to have 6, I don't think he's living a healthy lifestyle.
Well,
because he knows it's stressful to him.
And the thing is, he's probably a damn vampire or something. I'm just keeping it real.
And that's what he looked like too.
He probably has some kind of demon or something, and it's been around for a long time, and it ain't just his heart that's being changed out. The man, I mean, what, $500 trillion damn dollars, owns half the damn countries in the world, and he's just waiting till they get this. What is it? What is this shit they can freeze you and you stay alive and what is it? Something where you freeze you. What is it called? Chronism? No, not chronism. You know what I'm talking about. He's probably waiting on that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, before you know it, they'll have the ability to clone you. All those things are in the works behind the scenes. And like I say, I'm sorry, but he is. He's probably a damn demon, vampire, something. He ain't hybrid, because if he was hybrid, I'd know. And he just,
right.
Yeah, and he just gonna live forever. He'll be around forever. He won't die. When you got that much money, it's hard to die. Hard to die when you got that much money.
Exactly.
But anyway, it is what it is, and he's still gonna have to answer to somebody somewhere sometime. Bet you that.
Well, I could say, with everything you're saying, I mean, you're keeping it 100, and a lot of people don't like talking about this. I didn't know that you was on that page until tonight, but, we definitely going to talk behind the scenes after this broadcast. But all I can say is that no matter what happens, fear nothing, because it's nothing to be afraid of. It's been predestined. It's going to happen the way it's going to happen, but you can't live your life in fear. And that's why the name of my album is Fearless, because things like this used to bother me. And the greatest weapon against man is fear.
Fuck everything and run.
So do not be afraid. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, that's my acronym for fear. Fuck everything and run. That's what it is. So
yes,
yeah. Yeah, real talk. And then that, and like I told you, I think we was on the show when I told you that because I am a Bible scholar somewhat. I know a lot of the word. I know a lot of the exegeting of the word, and I know that one of the scriptures talks about the fact that once you take away the fear of death, then you should have no more fear. And if you're gonna fear something, fear the one that can destroy the body and the soul. And so,
right.
Okay, so there it is. Let's get into some of these 3 words. I don't mind. And you're gonna have to tell me, because the text ain't fixed shit. They twiddling their thumbs listening to us. We done caught their attention. They done stop working. So let's get into some of these 3 words, and you're gonna still do your tech thing and tell me where the heck I'm at. You are listening to All Thingz Hybrid Radio. I am Franz, the hybrid one. Yes, I'm hybrid, and for the world to know. And you're listening to the radio station, and we bring you music from a hybrid perspective. Real talk. And that is Rhonda Renee right there, and she is the infamous one that you just heard, Oh Love, and she is on the Love, Life, and Pain release from Royce Carr, and she's all over that album. Look for her album August 15th. Real talk. Speaking of albums, Voices Feminist Action has been released. It is available now for your listening pleasure at the nervedjsmixtapes.com site. It is called Feminist Actions. That's AKTIONZ. You can probably go to her site at psychomusic.com and listen to it as well. You can also listen to it at www.metaltomusic.com. Go to the More tab and go down to Voices page, or official Metal Music page, and it's there for your listening pleasure as well. And so you guys go get that. Also, Thinking About You, BGG, featuring Remy, that has been released. You can go get it. And I know everybody's been waiting on it. I Don't Know, Team Dope, Black Girl, featuring Lady Pharaoh. It has been released as well. Look for it. In fact, I think it's on iTunes today. If you go to iTunes, you can get it on iTunes today. So go get it. It is part of the soundtrack for Strawberry, Chocolate, and You, as is Love, Life, and Pain. It is on the soundtrack as well. So is Thinking About You, and about 6 or 7 other tracks are available on that soundtrack that'll be released to you really, really soon. Was talking to Gigi, and the movie is going to be released in a DVD form as we approach different entities to try to expand the movie and make it a full length. But look for that coming to you really soon. Strawberry, Chocolate, and You, produced by Gigi Evans of G Wiz Productions LLC. Shout out G, shout out. Real talk. Anyway, this is called I Don't Mind, and it's from 3 words featuring somebody. But here it is, right here on All Thingz Hybrid Radio with Nerve DJ Franz Hybrid 1 and Rhonda Renee.
I don't mind if you see me the way I see you. I don't mind if you treat me like a fool. I don't mind if you let me down in a million ways, and I don't mind if you can't look in my face. I don't mind if you see me the way I see you. I don't mind if you treat me like a fool. I don't mind if you let me down in a million ways, and I don't mind if you can't look in my face.
You promised me the life, but then you spoon-fed death. Try to separate my voice from my breath. Now hear me clear, why I haven't packed up and left. It's cause I fear that you're not calculating your steps. Yeah, when you need me, you see me, and still don't believe me. My people tell me leave you alone, you trying to G me. Your promises turned out to be some kind of this. I try to make you smile and you end up pissed. If someone would've told me we'd end up like this, then I still would do the same. Love is my middle name, and
I don't mind if you see me the way I see you. I don't mind if you treat me like a fool. I don't mind if you let me down in a million ways, and I don't mind if you can't look in my face. I don't mind if you see me the way I see you. I don't mind if you treat me like a fool. I don't mind if you let me down in a million ways, and I don't mind if you can't look in my face.
And I don't mind if you see me the way I see you. Look, I don't mind if sometimes you happen to treat me like a fool. Cause life is only molded by the things we go through. When the factors of the issue only brings the truth. But I don't mind at all, long as we rise, not fall. As long as everything we do is above them all. I'm talking criticizing critics, personal is business. And being side by side is something we gon' do to finish. It's life. And how we live it is on us. There's happiness and freedom, so let's build on trust.
I don't mind if you see me the way I see you. I don't mind if you treat me like a fool. I don't mind if you let me down in a million ways, and I don't mind if you can't look in my face. I don't mind if you see me the way I see you. I don't mind if you treat me like a fool. I don't mind if you let me down in a million ways, and I don't mind if you can't look in my face.
Forgiven I am, position I stand is crazy. Take all that I can and still give my hand. Well, maybe it's a gift that I emit, and not all are meant to get. It's your call, you make the flip. How you felt, look at your grip. I ain't into kicking down the mountain, I pose to the tip. Don't trip, cause my lips ain't aiming to sink ships. I'll remain the same, even though you claim you don't see this. We'll just play the game, you will say the same, and I'll believe it. Okay, I see how this goes. This one of those episodes, closed off, soul of mine. Sad to say, but I don't mind
if you see me the way I see you. I don't mind if you treat me like a fool. I don't mind if you let me down in a million ways, and I don't mind if you can't look in my face. I don't mind if you see me the way I see you. I don't mind if you treat me like a fool. I don't mind if you let me down in a million ways, and I don't mind if you can't look in my face. I don't mind if you see me the way I see you. I don't mind if you treat me like a fool. I don't mind if you let me down in a million ways, and I don't mind if you can't look in my face.
passed me by. Your love passed me by. your love, your love.